Hello guys and girls, welcome back to my walking channel. Today I'm on a different route than usual. Took this route yesterday. It's like quite a far route to a place called the Devil's Stone, and it's going along by the river. It's the river over there, but I'm just gonna walk and talk to you guys because yesterday I went this way, and usually I just turn not far away from here, turn left and go back into the city. But somehow yesterday I went a bit further and I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go and take you with me today towards that direction for as long as it seems necessary. I guess I kind of want to take you metaphorically further than usual because I kind of feel like I limit myself to going into the forest right by my house and recording these videos. And that's like a question comes up. Why do I limit myself? Why do we limit ourselves? And how do we limit ourselves? Because we can limit ourselves to the area of our town. We can limit ourselves in our own minds. Say that this is for me and this something else is not for me. Sometimes it's good to limit yourself, to sort of just not go crazy. I think that's what I'm doing right now, but once I limit myself in, let's say, my area, my hometown, my job, I can sort of expand more psychologically because I'm not worried anymore about having to move somewhere or having to have a just survive, like I'm safe where I am. I thought this morning when I was journaling, I was like, maybe this is good. Maybe some a routine job is good for an artist, so you can expand in your art when you're not expanding in your, let's say, physical surroundings. Well, who knows? Sometimes it feels like you need more experiences and you need to go somewhere and see some things, and sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it feels like you've seen so much already. Like I speak to my friend Oko and she always reminds me, it's like, you lived in London. Don't forget that, You had challenges that were super difficult to overcome on your own, and you overcame them somehow easily, So I always remember, and I'm like, I have nothing to worry about, really. But I still worry about things. However, it's not necessarily like life or death questions, but in London it used to be like that. It's like, if I'm not gonna survive, I kind of didn't even have like coming back to Lithuania as an option. I just thought that I had to live there. I was living in London, that was it. And I think there was a lot of pride in that, like, and I don't mean it in a positive way. I think I mean it in a more negative, self-destructive way, that I was like proud that I was living in London, but it wasn't good for my soul. For some time it was good, I was experiencing it, but as time went by, I think I got stuck in a loop, and now I feel like I'm stuck here in my hometown, but I can always leave. But now the thinking comes in, and it goes, where am I gonna go? And what for? What's the reason? Just for going? Maybe I'm just stuck in my own, feeling like stuck in my own loop of thought, same thought of escaping. And where is that coming from? I'm wondering. Like I was speaking to my grandma about this, and she said, your dad had the same thing. He was always like running away. He either had to run away from the family or run away to another country, and that didn't earn houses or like usual thought is like somebody's gonna leave to another country, earn lots of money, come back and build a house. And that didn't happen for us, neither for him nor for me, because that was never the goal. I guess the goal was probably just to go and explore in a way. I met a friend yesterday, Gabriele, and she was just like, I feel sorry for you guys, like for the male, gender, because it feels like you guys have to be so like closed up, like closed hearts, very like, disciplined, and you can't really like deviate too much from that, because then you're not a man. Like if you're stuck in she wasn't saying these things, but that's how I understood it. But she was just saying that she's sorry. Because I think, at least with you guys, I'm quite open-hearted. I think I'm even more open-hearted than I think that I am. But yeah, the feeling of escaping, I don't know. Maybe this is something to do with STPD as well, like escapism and addiction too. I don't know. Could be true. But I wanted to talk about other things actually as well. Like Carl Jung, I was listening to a lot of what Carl Jung was saying, and today I was listening to this one video, and I think they're all AI generated. Somebody generates them with AI, but they're still good. And they were talking about, he was talking about a woman who chose herself over anything, over everything. And that really struck a chord. I think all those videos strike a chord for me, because it's Carl Jung. And I read the Red Book this morning. Really recommend it. It's a hard read, at least for me. It's quite hard to read it, but yeah, just a few sentences of that book each day kind of just put me on a right track. Like I felt like I needed to read a couple pages this morning and just go for a long walk, because I'm supposed to start a new job tomorrow. So today I'm going to see my doctor, and I should be done with my medical records until tomorrow. And so it's like a new chapter, and I'm wondering how long am I gonna last at this job, so I'm like talking a lot to myself in my journals, in my journaling time, but I shouldn't bring, what I realized, we shouldn't bring the past into the present, because the past is the past. it might happen, something might repeat itself. And that's where Carl Jung comes in as well. Like, he was saying about when something like becomes like a habit, let's say what I would call it, like having a job, getting a job, and then like quitting it and repeating that cycle, then that obstacle becomes a point of psychosis. You know, that obstacle where you think instead of overcoming the obstacle, that obstacle becomes the point of like psychosis, where you go into this loop, which I think I go into, where I, repeat the same cycle over and over again, even with thinking, even with words. And I think that's really another part of STPD as well, where it's like you get stuck in the loop. Even saying that I'm stuck in a loop is being stuck in the loop. But yeah, and I think what Carl Jung said, it was great that, it feels like you gotta go through like individuation. And individuation is dying before you die. And you can experience that every single day. Like, you kind of have certain things, like let's say you gotta go to work, you feel like you can't do it today. You're gonna die, if you go to work. And you still go to work. So you kind of die in a way, and you become reborn like Phoenix rising from the ashes. So I think that's what individuation is, according to Carl Jung. At least that's how I understand it. So I think a new part of individuation is going to start for me, starting tomorrow. New type of work. I'm not going to hide from anybody. Just going to do what I'm supposed to do, and that will be it. So don't hide, don't run, don't escape yourself. You can't escape yourself. Another funny synchronicity, and to me, like, that's what comes to my mind. I did the video the day before yesterday, and it was 16 minutes 53 seconds. And I did a video yesterday, and guess what time it was? 16 minutes 53 seconds. And when I was uploading the video, I was looking at it, I was like, no fucking way. What are the chances? Like, tell me that higher power is not in control, So we're on the right track. So we just need to keep going, keep believing. I kind of want to show you this one spot before I finish my video. And I realized, like, I limit my videos to like 10 minutes. Now they're becoming a bit longer. And I'm enjoying longer videos. The soul channel, as Al says, keeps growing. I don't know why he calls it soul channel. Maybe he can explain it and elaborate on that more. I have a feeling why. Because, I don't know, I'm really, if anything, I'm opening myself on this channel and just showing how I am, really. Because I don't really know how I am until I start talking and knowing that you guys are gonna watch it, and changes how I talk. Because I think I would be really I would talk really depressing shit if I knew that you guys weren't watching. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it would start depressing. And sometimes these videos, like one yesterday, it was I was quite feeling low. Like my energies were really like, I wasn't feeling too good. But then I said, fuck it, I'm going for a walk. I'm going as far as my feet are gonna take me. And I did. You can hear the birds around. This is how it looks where I'm walking. Forest, path, more forest, more forest. Which way was I going? This way. So I didn't limit myself. I just kept on walking. I don't know for how long. I'm gonna do the same walk today because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it feels good, you should keep going. Oh, and the channel I mentioned, it's cool because it's a new channel. It doesn't have adverts yet. Somehow it's not yet popular, but you literally probably have a few more days without adverts. You can listen to those videos, and it's called Psychosophy. Yeah, I think Psychosophy. It's like psychology and philosophy joined together. Also, I keep thinking I need to get a bike. Just as I heard the bike pass by, but that was intentional. And part of me doesn't want to do it because how good is this instrument? Feet. Really is quite difficult to walk, like far away. If you don't have headphones on, if you don't have, some entertainment, it's like, how long am I gonna walk, But really, if I had the day to myself today, I think I would walk to the Devil's Stone all the way. I don't know, maybe it's like 6 kilometers or something. I tried running. I tried learning to run, but they say running is not that good. Like, it's not good for your knees and it's not good for your body. If you're running, you're supposed to be running on a forest path or something, not on pavement. Well, I spent loads of years skateboarding, so my knees are probably messed up. I could feel it yesterday after a long walk. But yeah, limiting ourselves. Let me know what you think about that. What you think about limiting yourself, whether it's good or not. Because I used to live a life where I wasn't limiting myself. I limited myself to skateboarding. I just did that for a long time. I said I was going to be skateboarding and I was going to be working. That was it. And I stuck to that for a long time. Had some results, but for some reason I felt really unhappy. I felt really unfulfilled. So I naturally kind of stopped doing that because I started working and I couldn't skate that much. So I started working. I stopped living in the squat, and naturally my life changed. Then I started to kind of limit myself, I think. When I started limiting myself, I gained more freedom in different areas of my life. I kind of had more money. I had less skateboarding, which sucks. I dream and I think about skateboarding even nowadays, and I'm like, why did I stop doing that? I kind of blame myself for it. I'm like, shit, I could have kept that up. Like, why did I stop? But I couldn't. It was just natural selection, you know, survival of the fittest. Whoever has the, I don't know, capabilities of doing it. I don't know why, for me, something turned off, and yeah, I kind of blame myself a lot for that. But I was like daydreaming yesterday about it, and now I realize like it's not for everybody, you know. I did it for a while. I stopped doing that. I realized like if I keep these videos longer, I become more open with you guys. Probably that's a good thing. And now we came to the conclusion of the video where I say that I'm proud of you. And why it's a conclusion is because we reached this point in my hometown. Well, we're kind of a bit outside of my hometown. So I'll show you. Oh, look. It's like a little island in the middle of the river. I'd like to zoom, but I can't zoom right now. And you can see some swans there. You can see this island and this little place where you can actually sit in a hammock. Somebody placed a hammock there. But yeah, this is where I say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me this pleasant morning. And let me know about limiting yourself. What is your opinion on that? If you feel like it. And if not, if this is your first time here, you like what you're hearing, subscribe. I'll be sharing stuff every day. I wonder how long am I gonna keep this up? But once I gain the habit, I have problems losing it. This is another thing I wanted to mention, the death. Like when you die, when your ego dies, you kind of lose motivation. That's one video I watched yesterday about Carl Jung. You kind of lose motivation, and it's not because you don't see the point of doing anything. You kind of don't see the point in doing anything because it's like nothing. It feels like nothing really matters. But then you reintegrate yourself, and you kind of do everything because you choose to do it. And that's another video from Psychotherapy channel. So I really recommend you look at that if you're interested in Carl Jung. And I really like it because there's no adverts yet there. So yeah, guys, if you're feeling unmotivated, if you're feeling like lost and stuff, it could be that you're experiencing ego death. Or maybe your ego died and now it's being reborn. And when it's being reborn, it's like a caterpillar in a cocoon and turning into a butterfly, you know, that period of stagnation. It feels like you're dead and you're never gonna come back to life. But it's not true. You will. You just need to wait. And wait for as long as you need to. Go for long walks. This is my new chapter that I'm doing. I'm kind of enjoying it. Long walks with you guys. So yeah, ego death. Love you guys. Have a great morning, daytime, evening, nighttime, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you're having right now. I want to let you know that I'm proud of you. If you stay for this long, drop a comment, ego death, and yeah, I know that you watched all the way till here. Even if you don't comment, it's fine. I'm glad that you're watching this and you're traveling with me. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us. Let's keep going. Let's keep digging into our subconsciousness. Like how one of my viewers commented. Let's keep digging. Love you guys, really. And take care. Peace. It's hard to say goodbye as usual, but lots of love. Ooh, crow. There's a crow. Goodbye from us, from me and the crow. Peace.